Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. A lot of people ask me for my updated list for werewolves. I made a lot of changes here. The biggest change is not going to try to have Scourge Wolf be involved whatsoever. So this is just more of a nice little tempo-based deck with the... Well, it's aggressive. It definitely is aggressive with this list. And running a few different ways, so it's more of a go wide strategy rather than just target one creature with a bunch of pump spells. And so I'm still going to use Expedite. It's just a free spell, and it can give one of your cards haste, which is good. It also is very easy to enable this Reckless Bushwhacker, which I think is the key card with the Silverfur Partisan. So for the go wide strategy, we've added some other sweet cards here. One of them is Pack Guardian. Pack Guardian is a 4-mana flash. I'm finding that flash is really good in this format. And it also puts in a wolf token at just the cost of discarding a land. You don't have to have this happen. Like a 4/3 flash for 4 mana is pretty legit in this and it's just a nice little upside to discard a land. Now that at that point your 5th land, it will help with some mana flooding situations, but for the most part, just try to rely on this guy as a 4/3 flash to add some aggression. He almost feels like Surrak to me. Surrak is a 5/4 that can give stuff haste. This is a 4/3 that will have haste when you flash in at the end of your opponent's turn, and it can easily be lethal with like a Titan Strength or some other or if you have like the Silverfur Partisan out, it's another wolf that can get another 2/2. Then you can Reckless Bushwhacker or something in and swing in for lethal. So we have a lot of this like haste, pseudo haste type abilities now in this deck that I think makes it a lot better versus the heavy control based decks. Still, I probably should be running some sort of way to remove human cards. We have Twin Bolt, that's the best. I wasn't liking Dual Shot because a lot of the cards are 2 toughness, and we can never kill a 2 toughness spell. So Twin Bolt's in the sideboard. It might be my last cut. I really did think about Surrak in this deck. It just didn't quite seem to fit the bill. It was hard to really get Surrak to have haste. One of the other cards that is just a no-brainer is Duskwatch Recruiter. If you're running green, you're running this card. It is insanely good. It's going to hit every time you cast it for 3. I also thought about just putting Den Protector in this just for value. Den Protector seems to be a pretty sweet card to get back a lot of your cards that you've cast. And is the 2/1 evasion is actually really good right now against like the tokens, especially when you Megamorph it to 3/2 evasion. So I might put some Den Protectors in the sideboard. Even though they're not wolves, I think that they do a really good job. It could actually be instead of Abbots. I'm not quite sure how I like Abbots in this deck. They're another way to just get a card off the top of your library, and a lot of times it can be Expedites or Titan Strength or a Fall of the Titan that you can then cast and have some sort of value. But it just will require some more playtesting whether it's Den Protector or Abbot that we like more. The Village Messenger still does very well in the deck, as well as the Silverfur Partisan. This is a very aggressive deck. And again, Reckless Bushwhacker. Village Messenger is a perfect enabler for the Reckless Bushwhacker. And then if you have any wolf tokens, Reckless Bushwhacker is beautiful to be able to, like, say you have a Silverfur Partisan out, and you can Titan Strength your Silverfur Partisan, get a 2/2 wolf, and then a lot of times, like, follow the Titan, both wolves, now you have two more, and then you can Reckless Bushwhacker, and that's a perfect turn 4 play. Because you can turn 3 Silverfur Partisan, turn 4 Titan Strength it, puts a wolf out, use another red, follow the Titan, 2 more wolves, Reckless Bushwhacker, swinging in for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage, I believe, on turn number 4. And even better if you have like a Village Messenger out or an Abbot or a Duskwatch Recruiter or something like that. So the sideboard, Arlinn Kord's going to come in versus heavy control-based decks. I'm only running 2 of them. Howlpack Resurgence is going to come in versus humans just to make it's our anthem to combat their anthem. Epic Confrontation is going to be our ability to take care of problematic creatures. I really want to splash white for Jamoka's command, but I'm not quite sold on white at the moment. I think we need a little more reasons. Maybe Declaration Stone's enough reason to switch over into white, but yeah, I just think that Jamoka's command is just not quite enough, even though it's one of the better spells with the Silverfur Partisan. So we might splash for white, and if that's the case, then Ab will probably end up getting cut, and then Den Protector will probably be added, And then white shouldn't be too hard. We have I think that it would be probably just the game trail version of white, whatever that one's called, would be the best one, because we'd have forests. These would be forests, and possibly cut down in some basic mountains and play. Yeah, we'd probably want to play a couple of the white-green versions of Cinder Glade. Can't think of cards at the moment here. And that's probably enough just to be splashing for the Declaration Stone and the Jamoka's Command. And then that just helps out a lot with the ability to have removal. I mean, Epic Confrontations can completely go for Jamoka's Command. It's just a better card. Instant speed. The +1/+1 counter sticks. And you can actually have one of your creatures fight and one of your creatures get a +1/+1 counter to enable 2 different wolf creature tokens. So that's another route you can go. Still interested in your... We did put in one of Zada because everyone was screaming that Zada wants to be in here. So far, I'm not liking the card. I just think that it's very awkward with Zada. You have to have enough tokens out to really justify it. And, it's good off like a Pack Guardian, then a Zada. And so, again, you flash in Pack Guardian, discard a land, cast a Zada. You have 4 creatures out. You Expedite, and you're swinging in for the, 3... I think Expedite would only be... And drawing a bunch of cards, I guess. So 3, 4, 7, 9. So you can come out of nowhere. I don't know. Maybe Zada will end up being good in here. But I think that still your best target spell is going to be Fall of the Titans in this. And a lot of... Because you can actually use this to do damage to the face. It's a very underrated card, even in a deck that doesn't try to ramp it like the Goggles deck does. So that's my new deck tech. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the deck. This has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.